Hello crafters, welcome to G's Creations. In today's video we are going to be making a ambient light, just some mood lighting. We're using one of these 500ml glass jars which are available in my store. There'll be a link that pops out right now. I'm going to do a Christmas themed one. So the first thing I need to do is open my Mod Podge. I've seen these kind of glass jars with all the lights in them all over the place, but they are really expensive, you know, kind of 18-19 pounds upwards, and I just think it's a ridiculous amount of money to pay for something which can be very easily achieved at home. I have done one where I've used spray paint and given it a somewhat of a ombre look. I will show you that one at the end of this video, but this one's going to be a Christmas one, and it's going to be kind of like a Santa, and he's, you know, with a red suit and the black belt and the buckle, but I'm going to use red glitter, and it's going to be graduated. So I'm just going to put a layer of Mod Podge about 3/4 of the way up, and using my container, which I have to collect any loose glitter. I have another tub here to the side which houses my red glitter, and I am simply going to hold this bottle and sprinkle the glitter onto the bottle, and any excess can fall in the Tupperware food tray below. What I want to do is I want this to be heavier red at the bottom, and then, you know, fading as you go to the top, because obviously I want the fairy lights, the twinkling lights, to, you know, still poke through. So I shall do this with all four sides. It's quite surprising how heavy these bottles are, and these bottles, unless you really want to risk it, I really don't want to send them overseas. I will package them up in bubble wrap and so on and so on and so forth, but you know, you can't be guaranteed that they would arrive safely. So if you was to order them and they broke, that would be your own risk, because I really wouldn't recommend sending these overseas. Okay, so that's one layer. So I'm just going to tap off any excess, and then I'm going to pour this red glitter back in this pot. Okay. Okay, so that's that, and now I'm going to pour some Mod Podge into a container, because obviously I don't want to contaminate the Mod Podge by putting my glitter in there. So I'm going to pour some Mod Podge into a pot, and I'm going to give this another layer, but concentrate on the bottom. And as you can see, I'm just dabbing the Mod Podge on, because obviously it's not dry yet, and that's why I'm, as you can see, there's glitter on my paintbrush, which is why I put the Mod Podge into another container. Otherwise I'd be transferring this into the main Mod Podge container, and I don't really want to do that. This size Mod Podge is available in my store, and it's the 16 fluid ounce one. It's a really big size. There's only 2 left, I believe. Holding the bottle over the capping it off. I did give the bottle a wipe over with some alcohol wipes, because obviously you do need to have a clean surface to work on. Okay, I now need to let that dry, so I'm going to let that dry and then we'll be right back. Okay crafters, I've given the bottle some further glitter coats. Now this is how it's going to be the end result, but to lock in the glitter, what I like to do is I like to give it one last coat of Mod Podge, and that seals the glitter in. Now you have to be quite generous with the Mod Podge, so it's just as well that I've got these large ones stocked, because if I run out I can just quickly run to my store and get them. But give this a really good coating of Mod Podge. And the next stage will be to decorate, so I'll see you again soon. Okay crafters, it's now all dry. Now I've got this silver ribbon from my stash. I'm just going to plug in my heat gun, not my heat gun, my glue gun. And I think I'm going to put some around the neck of the bottle, just to finish it off. And then I'm going to cut another piece and go down the centre, just to give it that feel. You know, obviously Father Christmas or Santa Claus, he has the ruffles, the white ruffles. And I've got some of this black, oh gosh, what's this called? My mind is completely blank today. I've got this black bias tape, and this was sent to me by Becca. So I'm going to use that for his belt, because I don't have any black ribbon. I'm going to use one of the plastic buckles. Now they come in a circle, a heart and a square. So when I do the smaller bottle and I'm making it Mrs. Claus, I think I might use either the circle or the heart. But for Mr. Santa Claus himself, I am going to use the traditional square. My hot glue gun is heated up to a degree. And I'm going to cut this off. Right, and now with this, I'm going to straighten this off. And I'm going to do it so it covers the join. No, I'm not, because I need it to go down the middle. Right, I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to run some hot glue, which I've just run out of. So let me put another glue stick in. So I'm going to put that on the top there. And I'm going to run a bead all the way down the front of this bottle. And pull this taut so it's nice and secure. And then I'm just going to have it a little bit underneath, just to finish it off. A dab of glue. And for the cork top, all I've done is I've hot glued one of the large kind of jingle bells. Not that that one jingles, but nonetheless it's there. Right, and now it comes to the belt. So I'm going to adhere the belt about there. So I'm going to put some glue in that section. And making sure that I've got plenty of this I can never remember what it's called. I'm just going to run some glue on the material and run it around the back, and the same on this piece. I haven't cut it away, as you can see, just so I know that I've got the correct amount. Whoops, I just put my fingers in the hot glue. I've ordered some spatulas so I won't get my fingers caught in the hot glue as often as I seem to. Just getting way too many hot glue burns. Okay, making sure that that's neat on the back. Lift you up. Okay. I have to get my heat tool onto this. Okay. So it looks like that, and then I've got some micro fairy lights. I'm gonna have to use my heat tool to get rid of all these glue strings, and then I've got some micro fairy lights which I am simply going to thread these into the neck of the bottle. And because these are the ones on the wire and they're the micro ones, I will still be able to get the cork lid on. So I'm going to thread those all the way in until we get to, because it goes from wire to plastic, so until it gets to almost the end of the wire, and then I'm going to simply put the cork back in, and then I can turn it on for ambient lighting, and then you have all the glitters and then all the light shining through. So there will be some either a little video or some pictures at the end. These bottles are available in my store, and that's gsembellishmentemporium.com, as well as the buckle. If you recreate this, please come over to Facebook and join us at G's Creation is Now My Creation, and share your recreation. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again very soon. Take care now.